Alright, so I decided to make a dedicated video to this topic, and the topic is I'm addicted to the yart, and it's only been like the past month or two. Like I've been trying to slowly stop smoking saw. So I'm just trying to slowly stop getting faded. Because bro, if I'm constantly faded, it's just too much, bro. Like I can get faded a little bit at the end of the day, bro. And I can do that. But I was getting faded every second of the day, bro. I'm cooked. So I have to just change. And then yeah, I have had bro, I didn't get faded until I was 18. But the thing is, I would get faded throughout high school. You know, at certain parties. And then I started hanging out with some of my best friends. I only hung out with two people, and then they knew people. And then I met my other friend, and he brought me to 3, 4, 5 parties, and that was it. The only party that I went to. So shout out my 3 friends. So yeah, I guess I'll just tell my story time about, you know, my relationship with the yart ski, the yart dut. Yart dut. Yo, where's yart? Where's yart? Yo, yart. Alright, I'm looking crazy right now. See, that's the thing. My fault if that was loud. Small hit, I guess. But guys. So yeah, story time. So, first time getting faded, I remember I was at my friend's house. He lived in the apartment building. He's my best friend of all time. Since grade 1. Actually, since oh yeah, grade 1, SK. And then we were 15, 14 or something. And then yeah. Yeah, we just went for a walk. It was me, my friend, my best friend, my other best friend, and then my other close friend.
Yeah,
and then we're just going for a walk to the park next to this building. And then, yeah, while we were walking, or no, I think we got faded in the stairwell. No, we didn't do that. We walked down the stairwell and went outside and got faded. Yeah, we were getting faded outside. And then we were going for a walk to the park. And then, yeah, I just remember I started dying laughing, bro. I was laughing for no reason, bro. I was laughing for no reason, just going on walks. I just started laughing for no reason. I don't know, fumbling. It's not I was genuinely faded. I was genuinely faded. Genuinely faded. So, genuinely fade maxing. That's terrible. Terrible lingo, guys. W lingo actually, but yeah, so I was getting faded on the walk to the park, and then I don't really remember anything after that. We were just at the park chilling, bro. We went on the swings. That was super fun, bro. So that's all I really got to say for that story. That was just a great time, bro. And that's when I would only get faded once a month. Once every few months. Once. It's random, you know? When the time is perfect. But when you start doing something, it becomes out of balance. You need a balance to everything. Yin and yang. There's yin and yang to everything, bro. There's yin and yang to your relationship to anything. You know, when you are using something, when you are interacting with an object or a human being or a life form, you are the yin and they are the yang, and you are the yang and they are the yin. You know, that's just a thought I just had right now. That's a fresh thought. That's a raw thought. Raw meat thought. So yeah, back to the story times. So yeah, that was the first time. And then I would just get faded every once and then when I was hanging with my friends, sometimes. But sometimes I'd be nah, I'm good. And most times I was nah, I'm good. Up until a certain point, I was I'll try. And it was fun. So and it's realistically, guys, compared to don't do hard drugs. Do not do that stuff. Don't do anything off the street. The only thing I would ever recommend is nothing. I would recommend don't doing anything, bro. That's period, bro. But like, I'm just saying who I am, bro. I would get faded here and there and just like have my friends and just show my friends, bro. We would listen to some slowed Cardi, bro. And I remember I was asking my friend like, yo, when's the pizza gonna get here, bro? Like, are you sure? Like, how do you know the pizza is gonna be here? Like, for some reason I couldn't understand that they could just call us. And I was like, yo, how was it? You know, I was tweaking, bro. So, yeah. I was really like, I was like, kept asking my friend, yo, but like, how are we gonna know when the pizza gets here? And he was just like, what are you talking about, bro? So, yeah. And then, bro, when we got back in, we left to get the pizza. We went downstairs, we came back up. Bro, we had to be quiet, bro. We're a bunch of kids, bro. We're like walking around my friend's house. So we put the pizza in the oven and we go get faded again, I think. Yeah, it was a good time. I'm a little bit sick, so yeah, so we put the pizza in the oven, wanted to get faded, and then we came back, and my friend had one job, bro. Get the pizza out the oven. Bro, he literally knocked over all the pots and pans that were in the oven, so it was a loud explosion of sound of pots and pans. You know, it was crazy. So, yeah, like those pots and pans were cooked and it was loud, but it didn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter. No, wait. I remember his mom came out and was like, yo, like, what is all that noise? And I remember, like, bro, like, I was standing or something, and I was just like, I'm not, she came out, and I just remember, like, I was like, fuck. I was like, damn. Like, we didn't have to make all that noise, bro. And, like, we just woke up his mom, and she has to work and, like, provide for all of us. I was like, damn. Like, I feel bad. And, she was genuinely like, what's going on? Because we're making a bunch of noise. You know, like, what do you expect? It's like you can't even, like, you know? So, yeah, his mom was not so mad. She was a nice person. She's a very nice person. But she's probably mad. Yeah, it didn't matter. Whenever I ate the pizza, and then just listened to slow music and chilled out. Probably made some music or played video games. Or just talked. Yeah, probably just talked and watched YouTube. Yo, we watched YouTube for sure. Funny videos. Trying to laugh. We watched Trying to Laugh, bro. Oh my gosh, that was good times, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna hang out with my friends again. I'm gonna text my friends after I make this video, guys. Like, this is the thing. Like, it's about the friends. It's about the experience. And like, when I got faded with my friends is different than when you get faded alone. And that's what I was saying. When I was 18, when I turned 19, that's when I started getting faded alone. But it really started when I was 18. I started getting faded alone, and that's when I was just like, it was fine, but that's when, like, you run the risk of the balance. The balance is more, you know, there's more at risk. It's your balance is at risk because you're now, you know, you are interacting with the aspect of reality that is the yart, that is Zot, or maybe it's water. You know, you're just taking a drink of water. Genuinely water. Yeah, into the second story. So we're gonna skip ahead to senior year high school. I'm 21 now, guys. Just for context, I guess. I don't know. So yeah, senior year high school. This was like, so it's story time, field trip. So this is just to give context of like my relationship with the yart and where I'm at now. And then this is my final yart. This is my final yart, guys. This is just my final yart. Well, it's not, because I bought a battery. So like, why would I buy a battery if I can get, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, just like, it doesn't make sense what I do sometimes. Here's what it is. Maybe one day I'll get a yart, but I'll hit it like once a month, you know what I mean? So yeah, but like right now that's just like insane. I'm like hitting it right now. If I like after the video, whatever, blah blah blah. So field trip to a farm church thing. I went to a Catholic schools. I went to like a, so, but I was just doing that to get along, you know. And like the traditions and stuff, like you just gotta do it to get along, bro. I'm just gonna look at you weird if you're like, I'm not doing that. Which, you know, sometimes I would do that, and it's like, okay, fine, I'm just not gonna do it. Okay, whatever. But yeah.
Lord Jesus.
So, my fault, guys. I'm actually faded. Like, I'm taking yard hits during the video. More, I guess. Alright. Story time for the field trip. I might start whispering. No. Alright, so on the field trip. And we went on the bus there. Oh yeah. Wait. Oh my gosh. I just have flashbacks.
Yo,
Of
Gambit,
like
what
this
are you
girlfriend
doing,
on
man?
the bus. And like I was too stupid to realize what was going on. But at the same time,
Learn how to
it was
heal,
my
bro.
friend's ex. So like why would I condone that? You know what I mean? So that's why I was like, I'm good. But like, bro,
Getting it right.
she
Funny you
went
not getting
on
no
that.
It's crazy.
But I was not even trying to like, grab that. But I wasn't even really his ex. So it's like, but that's the fact that like
Now
it
you
was
only got
somewhat,
five,
I'm like,
bro.
I'm good. But back to the video. That was on a bus to a different field trip. But on the bus to this field trip, there was a girl there who I didn't think was attached to anybody. It doesn't matter. She was trying to talk to me at the end. But anyways, oh yeah, and there's another girl as well. And I met her after I got faded. Okay, this is a good story. Sorry guys, I'm gonna edit this video so I'm gonna edit this video because I'm like zoning out a lot because I'm getting yated. But anyways, so we take the bus to the field trip. What? We take the bus to the farm. I'm gonna put this in the camera view because it's fire. Oh my gosh, I almost just stopped the recording. So we're on the bus to the field trip, blah blah blah. We get there, and then bro, we're playing like basketball or something. We're going to the washroom. Oh yeah, we were going to the washroom. And like bro, it's like an open farm area. So like the washrooms, it was like massive area. And they were just like, okay, everyone go to the washroom now, or something like that. Or no, if you want to go, go. And like I went, I gently had to go, and my friend was going, everyone was going, so I'm gently going. We're going to the area, we're in the washroom area, you know, it's like, what the hell? And then bro, the one guy had the yart, bro. 1 yard for everybody on the field trip, on the boys, because of the boys washroom. So bro, oh my gosh, this is an amazing story, bro. So, we get to the church / farm. We enter the washroom. We're in like the showers area. No, it's like, yeah, it's like showers area. Everyone's fully clothed. Like this is completely normal. Like nothing's happening. We're just hitting the yard, just talking. You know, so we're on the field trip, and then yeah, we're about to play basketball. And yeah, there was like, yeah, it's on the field trip, the school field trip. I'm like in like grade 12, and yeah, so we all hit the yard in the showers, bro. Bro, the showers were off. Like it's just the area, you know, the change room area, the bathroom area. We all hit in the yard, and then we go. Okay, yeah, I remember the order of the events Because when I tried telling the story before, I'm usually faded, or maybe I'm not, but I just can't recall the order of events. But I remember now, bro. So we all got faded in the washroom after we took the bus there, you know? Because there was a long bus ride, so I think they sent us to the washroom. Now, moving on. After the bus ride, I mean, what am I saying, bro? This is the thing with the yards, bro. Like, I'm enjoying myself making this video, but I'm just messing around. Okay, we're at 15 minutes. I'm gonna try wrapping it up, guys. Well, I'm gonna edit it, so it's fine. I'm gonna edit that out, chat. I'll edit that out. Okay, so after we all hit the yard in the bathroom area, we go to the main area. And you know, it's a field trip, so they're doing their yapping. The people who own the farm are yapping about probably the farm life. I don't remember anything they were talking about. I remember nothing they were talking about. I just remember like me talking to the girl that like I was talking to when they made us go into partners and talk about what they were talking about. And the thing is, I don't even remember what me and the girl were talking about, really. I remember how our interaction went, but I don't remember the words we said, and I remember how I felt after and how I realized that, you know, like, I like gained a friend like that, and because I don't talk to people often, so like the field trip and like these things that happen in your life where you're forced to like interact with people and like do things, you know, it just makes things happen. And the fact I was faded, I was having a blast, bro. So we go back to the main area and we're sitting in the circle. I'm sitting next to my best friend, one of my best friends. We'll call him Kratos. No, we'll call him Ray. I don't know, bro. He's not Asian, but we'll call him Ray. So sitting next to Ray, bro, me and him were just dying laughing. And then they were talking, the teachers were yapping. And then eventually the teachers were like, okay, can't take partners, groups of 2. And then, bro, my friend, someone asks my friend to go into a group, and he doesn't even respond to the person that asked him. He just looks at me and starts laughing, because, like, bro, he knows me and him should have been in a group, bro. Like, this is my guy, bro. But of course, someone had to ask him, because, like, of course, my friend has all the friends, bro. And I'm just here. He's my only friend. I'm just, like, here walking around with him, you know? I'm like a fucking freaking dog. But, like, that's okay, because then I just befriend all the other dogs, and then we're all just chilling. It doesn't even matter. Like, I'm okay with that. That's just how I like to move. Anyway. So, I had to go find another random person who didn't have a partner, and it was some girl. And it turned out this girl actually lived right next to me. And we, like, walked home one time, but of course, I like, the day after I met her, and I walked home with her, I had to move. Like, this is what I'm talking about, bro. Like, this is just the life we live, bro. Like, it's just so dumb, bro. Like, of course I move away the second I meet her, bro. Like, this is what I'm talking about, bro. Like, life is just so dumb sometimes. But it all works out. And does it? I don't know. I'm like, maybe now I can just mog and text her, and maybe she'd probably be friends with me. But I don't know. It doesn't even matter. Like, I don't care anymore, bro. I genuinely don't care. Haven't thought about her, and like, it's not even like that. Like, it is, because she's pretty and she's funny, but she's not my wife, so like, it's okay. I'll be friends though, you know what I mean? Friends. Because like, it was funny. It was a friend, bro. Bro, like, I value every social interaction, and like, yeah. I was like yapping with her for a little bit, and then like after I met her, and then I was like walking home. So yeah, it was a good interaction. Yeah. Kind woman. Or just both. And like, we're both like, bro, whatever. So yeah, I was yapping to the girl, and then like I was just like in my own zone, just chilling. I was mansplaining, but I was just doing it because I was chilling. I didn't even mean to do that. Like, just looking back, I was just completely like, I was just laid out in the chair chilling, and then talking to her, and then yeah, casually raised her up. I was laughing. I was looking over at my friend and I just was laughing. And then like, yeah, I was being myself and then, yep. And then after there were snacks, after the conversation was done, they're like, okay guys, you guys can disperse and you guys can go play basketball. You can just go chill and walk around and explore the farm. Come back here in an hour. So of course we're gonna go walk around and explore. I think that's when we hit the, I don't even think we hit the yard again. We're all way too faded, you know what I mean? And like we're all way too faded. We don't even need to hit the yard again. I mean, we don't even need to. We're way too geeked off the like 2 hits. And then bro, I forgot to mention, when we're in the bathrooms, I was in the, it was like the back rooms. I meant to say bathrooms. I was like the last person to hit the yard, so I took so many hits, bro. And then the guy who owned the yard was like, or no, yeah, the guy who owned the yard came back and it was like, he was looking for his yard, and he was like, so like I said, I was the last person to have the yard, and like we were coming, like imagine the area away from like, you know, the main area in the bathroom where it's over here. So like everyone came over here, hit the yard and left, and I was here waiting, came hit the yard, and then was hitting the yard, and the guy who owned the yard came and he was like, yo, my guy he hitting the yard, and I was like, yes sir, and like last one or whatever, and I hit it and then I gave it back to him, and it was fire. So yeah, I hit the yard a lot of times. And also, I forgot to mention, I tore my ACL like a few weeks ago, prior to this field trip, so I was cooked, my ACL was cooked, and the things I didn't know at the time, and I kept playing on it, and I kept re-tearing it, like not even re-tearing it, I just kept tearing it on top of what already has been teared, you know what I mean, like it was just cooking my leg. So we went out to play basketball while we were all faded. It was super fun. I was playing buns and they were like, yo, there's no way you play like rep. There's no way you play AAA, like, and then like, cause I was playing so bad, bro. I've never played basketball faded before. That's what I said. And of course when I said that, like no one, like one person was laughing. I didn't say anything though. I don't really remember what they said though, after I said that. But yeah, like I was like, yo, I was faded and my ACL was torn. And they didn't believe me, bro. They didn't believe me. So yeah, I played basketball and I really tore my ACL again. Like I did another injury to it that day. And then, yeah, we like went into the forest. Bro, I'm gonna finish this video later, guys. I'm way too faded right now. Way too faded.